we are still in Tubac, Arizona at Sunrise Jewelers, where artist Earl Cacho regales customers with stories from Wildlife Refuges and Pow-Wows through his watercolor paintings. I am here with Earl Cacho, who is a painter extraordinaire, and you have a very interesting process. But before we get into the process, you were telling me that you were the official painter, resident artist at Yellowstone.
Yes, for 20 years. It started in 1987, and I painted in the lobby of Old Faithful Lodge, and I was there until 2007. But prior to that, 85 and 86, I was a resident artist at the Little Bighorn. So I did a lot of paintings of war scenes and depicting the Battle of Custer's Last Stand, which was back in 1876. So I've got a painting, I'll show you a little bit of where a incident that took place where they captured the flag from Custer after they killed him, and they found that same flag a year later in a Sioux village, and now it's back at the museum under glass showing the flag. That was there at the Battle of the Little Bighorn.
Well, I'm sure you got to hear amazing stories.
Oh my gosh, I did. From the elders there in the tribe, the Crow Reservation there, elders would come up because I was painting there in the museum, and they would come up individually and talk to me to find out what's my background, what am I doing up here, and what am I doing painting, and so on. And sharing that with them, they really appreciate how I was sharing and representing their people, the Crow, and the other bands around it, Cheyenne, the Arapaho, the Blackfeet, and so on. So I've got a lot. What I do is I photograph them and then work for my photographs.
I was watching you do that earlier.
Yes.
And some of these photographs go way back.
Yes.
Decades.
Yes, they
right?
do. Yeah,
and so this piece that you're working on right now, this was when you took this picture in 1982. 82. Wow.
At the LA Zoo. They were both jaguars, both in the same compound. I photographed them separately and then put them together on this branch here, which this one was on, the black jaguar, and put it all together. Same with this little dove here. I've got a picture here in this set.
These old little negatives,
yeah,
right?
You see that?
Yes.
There it is.
Oh my goodness.
I've got over 8,000 photographs that I've taken over the years.
Well, have you done 8,000 paintings?
No.
Then your work is not done.
No, it's not, and I don't have to take any more photographs. But see, I was taking slides. Now everything is digital.
Of course.
You know what I have to do to change all my camera equipment to digital? It'd be so expensive. Yeah, right. But I got all this.
You've got it all there.
I got it all there.
Tell me about this little gizmo that you use.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the slide of this particular pose of that particular jaguar. Now what this is called is a maul stick. Now this is rubber. So when I lay my hand and move around doing my painting, which I'm going to show you here, it keeps my hand rested as well as it keeps it off the paper,
right,
so I don't smudge it.
Yeah,
and you can see stroke by stroke, I'm using the very tip of the brush as I'm building up and building up. You see that this is different than this, then I'll come back with another color, build on top of that. So it's a process of using different colors.
Well, that's how you're getting all the shadowing and
yes.
I mean, it's really so realistic.
Thank you. I started painting when I was 4, and I sold my first painting when I was 13, and I've been at it ever since. I didn't have any instruction in art until I got into high school, and then I majored in art at Long Beach State. And while I was at Long Beach State, they had a program there, and I was studying to be a medical illustrator doing illustrations for lab manuals. And they used watercolors because it dried flat and it was easier to reproduce for the lab manuals.
Well, so frankly, Earl, that sounds like so boring.
Yeah, but for a year and a half, that's all I did. But I stopped doing that because I got tired of smelling like formaldehyde. But it was good training.
It was good training.
It was good training.
It really get your techniques
yes,
down,
it did.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you can see how I use this box, use this rod as it supports my hand. Now, what started this was a Renaissance artist. They would use a stick like this to keep their hands off the plaster when they were doing the frescoes.
Now, to me, it looks like a scepter.
Oh, and yeah, there you go with all this, yes.
Yeah, but I love this. You know, it's not high tech, It does the job.
It does the
That's
job.
right.
Same with me. I'm not high tech, but I do the job.
An award-winning artist, Earl has also been given the Eagle Feather by representatives of the North American tribes, the highest token of achievement awarded for outstanding accomplishments. He says, "Not only has God given me life, He has blessed me with the ability to give the feeling of life to my work." Tubac is an arts destination for a reason, but you might be thinking, what else is there to do nearby? Well, we've got a great idea for you, and next time we'll switch gears and tour an underground decommissioned Cold War military site. Don't go away.